What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the Cradle of Shadows. We're doing a random. All the guildies are in here. We have two lobbies, so we're just doing a normal, I believe, so there shouldn't be any trouble. This is the first time I have this on the channel, but it's not the first time I've done it. So you guys are going to be interested by this. I'll try to explain all the mechanics and all the bosses throughout the thing. I might die, but you never know. This is the first time I'm doing it on this character, but I've done it before. So anyway, once everyone is ready, we should be good to go. Let me just check, make sure everything is good. It's actually a really fun dungeon. I like this one. It's one of the harder ones on Bet. This one shouldn't be that difficult. We're in a dungeon. Got my damage on so you guys can see it. To be honest, I'm thinking about switching out my axe for another dagger. Like, I've just been testing everything just to see how well things do. Because people say using an axe is better. I'm starting to disagree. I'm starting to think this double axe is slightly better. You never know. Why can't I loot? Alright, so we're going in this phase of the dungeon. You're going to get to pillars, or like braziers, I think that's what they're called. Braziers, where you have to stay in the light to live, otherwise your screen turns into darkness and then you take a lot of damage. And yep, so that's coming up soon. I should stay in full health because like Sorcerer have a lot of resistances. But yeah, we're going in shortly. It's actually like the next part.
A silken ring.
We're running this with guildies, so I think everyone's done it at least once. And they're good at this. Still alive. This is why I really don't like having all that nonsense on the screen. It's kind of distracting, but need to test everything regardless.
I love what you've done with the place. Messy. Sends a message. Yeah? Portcullises over the gates? I didn't expect them to roll out the welcome mat. But this seems excessive. We're going to have to find another way out of here. Ah, lever. Just out of reach, too. Typical. Find a way up there. It'll open up at least one of these gates. I guarantee it. I'll hold this room while you're gone. Don't dawdle, all right?
So, this dungeon is essentially a maze. Right now we're at the bottom floor, but later on you're going to see we're going to be at the top. And then we have to open all three gates eventually. So it's like backtracking in a way. And then we get to the boss. And then I'll just explain everything once you get there. But yeah, you see those things? You light them, you stay in the light. Otherwise, if you stay out for too long, your screen turns black and you take damage. And then there are obviously spiders, which you have to kill immediately. And then some of them don't follow, so you have to either snipe them down with range or you light them. The safer play is generally sniping them down. And here comes the first boss. Essentially, you're going to want to bring her to you. And then have her try to do as much as you can while in the red or in the brazier. Eventually, if you can't DPS her down fast enough, you have to pop the other 4 or you get overwhelmed. Well, this is actually a bad time right now. But we got this. It's only on normal. There's a chest here. Oh my god, please. So the boss, he kind of like knocks out the lights and you have to stay in it, but it's fine. As you can see, the screen is darkening. Usually fine. Gives you a few seconds of buffer room on here before things go crazy. Now there's a lot of spiders, and you have to actually be a little bit more careful. So here is the next boss. So the way this boss works is she attacks you, she knocks out the lights, and then you have, it's like a timer boss in a way, but it's really, it's generous on the time. Oh, it's changing pots.
Where is the night? There is no escape. Hear the whispers of the night. Drum in the dark. Mistress, hear my call. Welcome the all-consuming darkness.
See how that one kind of ran out? Stay in the light.
She desires your suffering.
burn.
In the dark. She will strangle the light. Lady, forgive me.
It's one of the cooler bosses. Alright, so I do believe this is the way to go. Yeah. So remember how we were here before?
Push the lever.
Notice how I opened that one door.
Creepy little bastard. Sorry, can't stand these things. Spider Kith. They attacked as soon as you left. We must be on the right track. At least one of the doors is open now. Go have a look. I'll hang back just in case we get more visitors.
Things just die. So next boss. It's not really a boss, it's like a mini boss.
No surprise there. Wait. It's the Ring's field captain, Tranus Valadoran. No. No.
It is done,
No.
The remaining shadow scales are done.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, my friend. Another member of your tribe has breached the gates.
Hides the ashes. If she is here, she will die like the rest. Now, you wanted proof of my loyalty. Bear witness.
Okay, so we opened the other one. Now we have to go through this door. It's confusing, I know, because the first time we went through there, opened that gate, went through a straight one. Now we go to the right. Final one's gonna be the left. All right, so this one might need a bit of explaining. So it goes into an invincible phase, essentially. You have to kill the ads. That's important, and then it's. I don't know, you're just going to have to see how it goes. But kill the ads, stay out of the circles. You're going to take a lot of damage. Boss has like one-shot mechanics, so if you get hit by that, you're dead.
Invitation only.
Every now and then it goes into burn phase and get out. See that thing right there? You want to not get hit by that. Where did he die?
Goodbye now.
Usually when someone dies, the DPS has to res. But this phase is quite difficult. Just because there's a lot of ads. You have to look for.
Die next. You won't suffer too long.
Okay. The phases are way too fast for that. Okay, there's ads.
The lady will toy with you, and you will.
Trust me, that one is harder than it looks. You have to kill all the ads while the tank is obviously tanking the main boss.
I could have. Never mind.
And then,
Night Mother's mercy.
I don't know, if someone goes down, essentially it makes it more difficult.
Remind me to smash this thing when we're done. I'll double back to make sure he hasn't fled. You keep going and find this Veladreth.
New dinner guests. Don't keep me waiting, sweet meat. I am positively famished.
Our thanks. We were growing hungry.
Okay. No, get out. As long as I have my critical surge up, I should be fine and not die. So I would say right now we are about like 70% done.
No escape. Only
Burn that real quick. Pull the lever.
Getting warmer. It's a shame you're not as smart as Sotbalan. What a delightful servant you'd make.
Try not to aggro yet. everything is dead. I think. Good. Orgrim. They actually look kind of cool, the characters.
Interlopers, we invite you to die.
But yeah, I just have to keep an eye on my critical surge, and if I just tornadoes it, generally my health will stay pretty full at all times.
Hurry, sweet meat. Softworks receives my blessing even as we speak. Killing him may prove difficult.
Here comes another boss.
Good. That was Atronach. You ever seen a light like this? Beladrith is close.
More of like an ambush.
Nice work. I can't believe I didn't see them. I guess we keep to the light, yeah?
So the person who takes it is in charge of the movement patterns.
Piping hot. Don't keep me waiting, adventurers. I'm starving.
So take a quick look at this area and you'll see the upcoming mechanics for this one. So what's going to happen in this boss is she's going to summon some of those abomination looking things, and when you kill them they drop a light. You're supposed to take the light because she transports you into the other area you saw before, and it reveals like traps on the ground and it helps you get out of the short maze quicker. So it's very important to get a light and then you go back. So like every, I would say like 30% or something. Otherwise, since we're on normal, this should be a very easy fight.
Did you work up an appetite on your way here? Me too.
So whenever they're ready, we'll just start.
Don't you know it's rude to keep your hostess waiting?
But yeah, since this is normal, everyone gets transported to either the top or the bottom. In Vet, it's split. That's what makes it more difficult. But since we're just doing this, everyone gets transported to the same spot. So as long as one person gets the light, we should be fine.
Have you lost your appetite? Because I'm famished. Why don't you come a little closer?
So this is the boss where too much DPS is kind of bad. She's gonna open portals, and then you want to kill the thingies and get the light
Stop wriggling!
from the Atronach. so phase 1. So you see how the thingy lights up red? That's how you know it's a trap. Which is kind of cool with the light. This is why you want to have it. So you, if you stand on the red, obviously those are trap. If you know where you're going, then it should be fine. Otherwise... So the portals are spawning. Make sure to
One hero finally
kill the Atronachs.
Let's have a taste.
Now we could burn until next phase appears.
Drop something. Not afraid of the dark.
So phase 2, we go through this again. It's actually really cool. Don't stand in the red, those are the armed traps. Except for that one. Now we burn.
Time to season the meat. That's it. No, Makala, I'm starving. I'm starving.
Hype.
Falan. Funny meeting you here.
Hides the ashes. I'm impressed you made it so far. Haven't stopped dragging that right heel on the parry, though. I taught you better than that.
Huh, yes. Well, old friend, it appears that the student has become the teacher. Today's lesson, the price of disloyalty.
Alright, well that's the dungeon, essentially. Talk to her, get my skill point, and we good.
All right, Sattva. Time to lick the tree.
So abrupt. Don't you want to know why?